The traps are set and is sprung and it's waiting for you to pounce so the markets can trap you and bleed you from all of your profits. Everybody, we're going to cover, are we in a bear trap? What the heck is a bear trap anyways? We have all the markets updates. And not only that, it looks like Discover Crypto gave the two best winners of the past 24 hours on yesterday's show. So make sure you stick around, make sure you're hitting that like button, and make sure you're subscribed. And we got Josh and Drew on the ones and twos. How are you two doing today?
Ooh.
Doing great. We got $1,000 giveaway going on that will be taking place at 4 p.m. today. So I'm very excited to do that and give that to the community out there. But Drew, how you feeling? I actually was told you were feeling great this morning.
Oh, yeah. So there's that scam token last night, DJT. I was just printing Solana on it.
Look, bro, if it's not DMT, I don't want it.
Well, you know, it was a fake Donald Trump token. I knew it was a scam, but I saw the volatility. There's going from 200K to $1.5 million market cap. So I hopped in there, made a bunch of Solana, and then came off that, looked at the markets, fallen off a cliff. Life was just going crazy, but I feel excellent that I took a ton of profits when AVAX was at $50, a ton of profits when ICP was like $16. So like, I am excited as heck to see the markets coming back down. More chances for entry point. I see all the people are freaking out. But
because you actually have dry powder on the sidelines, correct?
Yeah. And then, but also like making action with those gains. I didn't just see them go to the moon on my phone. Like I put the action in, built a sewing shop for my wife. She's got a business running now.
Nice.
So, you know, it's just about creating cash flow, using those profits to put into other things that can create cash and more dry powder to buy even more crypto. So.
Yeah, we're, at the end of the show, we're going to talk a little bit about meme coins. Yeah, there's a little thing happening with the Donald J. Trump token. There's rumors that Donald himself, the orange man himself, is behind it. Then you had rumors, oh no, it is Barron Trump that's behind this. You know, probably unlikely it's either one of those. Yeah, we're going to cover that. We're going to talk about Nike as well. Nike is Charles Hoskinson's pet pig, and that coin went nuts. I put a little bit of ADA in it this morning. And you're talking about dry powder on the sidelines. I don't know if you saw Mario just tweeted about, speaking of dry powder, avocados are set to skyrocket, everybody. The U.S. has stopped importing where we get 80% of America's avocados. So we are no longer going to be pulling in these 80% of our avocados. And so it was a security incident is what's going on here. So they say it was a security incident. Folks, I may have found the insight. Speaking of dry powder on the sidelines, I don't know if that's true or not, folks. I'm just joking. But we're talking about what is a bear trap. Are we in a bear trap? I'm going to ask Josh that question. But first, let's answer this question. What the heck is a bear trap? A bear trap, financial market term that refers to when a financial asset appears to be on a steady decline. This will lead investors to expect further drops, and they short sell to profit from the continuing downtrend. The trap is now set, and the markets are going to spring on you, everybody. And so instead of continuing to fall, the price suddenly reverses and goes back up. Now, I went to Investopedia to look into it a little bit more, kind of, you know, just said that same definition right there. But if we keep going, some tips and some tools to identify the bear trap. To effectively identify the bear traps, you should combine the tools of technical analysis. One, quick reversals in price after a security or an asset or a crypto appears to break below a significant support level. If the price sharply rebounds after breaking support, it might be a sign of a bear trap. Another way, checking anomalies in trading volume. A decline in price, but not supported by an increase in trading volume, suggests a lack of conviction amongst the sellers. This also could indicate a bear trap. A sudden spike in volume accompanying the price rebound would confirm it. Now, Josh, if you were wondering, are we in a bear trap? You seem to be of the mind, oh yeah, we're definitely in one. But what does that mean? Are we going lower? Are we bouncing from this level? Or is there another level?
Yeah, markets are going to $49,000. That is what you're going to be hearing from a lot of your favorite bears out there. We're getting a pretty significant pullback from 72, 73,000. We're down back to 64.5, getting a little bounce right now. But I believe we are seeing the first bear trap take place. So what is a bear trap? Well, a bear trap is essentially a point in the market that causes a lot of people, weak hands, the weak hands, the fragile hands, the paper hands, to jump out of the market. It is a shakeout. This is when people start saying, oh no, we're going to go lower. We're going to go to zero. We're going to see a $2,000 Ethereum. They start selling their Bitcoin. They start selling their Ethereum. They start selling their altcoins. And then institutions come in, DZ, and they actually pick up a significant amount of these positions themselves. This is why we're watching the SPX, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ. They're all hitting all-time highs right now, While Bitcoin, which is something that has been majorly correlated to those traditional markets, even though it's dipping, I believe we're seeing a bear trap because I don't believe we've seen what is actually going to be the euphoric or FOMO stage of this market yet, where you create what is known as a bull trap, the opposite. When retail comes in and goes, oh, we're going to go to $1 million. We're going to go to 250K. That is when you know you're starting to enter a euphoric stage in the markets where you are looking at a very top signal. Now, this bear trap, I don't know how long it's going to be. It could be days, it could be weeks, it could be months. I personally believe it is almost over, and we're about to see some more upside in these markets.
All right, now I'll probably pull up the trading view charts. There's some on the weekly I want to share. You know, I'm still feeling bullish. We still got a ways to go before DZ will start to feel a little bit bearish, everybody. But speaking of bearish, we were not bearish on a couple coins yesterday. Now, there's one that I bought publicly. You know, I shared it. Why? Because a politician bought it. That was Velodrome Finance. Velodrome still up 8% today. You can see a sharp pullback from its peak there. Had a very, very good pump. I don't remember if I bought around 9 or 10 a.m. But yeah, we got a really, really good entry point on Velodrome. A lot of people in the chat jumped in on this one. Let's say you jumped in around noon. This is in Eastern Standard Time. So let's say you bought less than 24 or about 24 hours ago. We are all in profit still. I don't know if anyone caught that top there, though. You know, a good little sell. And I said 2 coins that we were bullish on while the rest of the markets were bearish. And the number 2 coin, there's really only 2 coins that are green in the top 100. First, BitGet token, it wasn't that one. It was Ondo. Oh. Ondo is up 2%. That is right. I know a lot of people are asking us in the chat, is this opportunity to buy Ondo? I was kind of the mind, it's close enough. You know, you could, I'm just in a DCA strategy. So I DCA'd into Ondo and I'm feeling pretty good about that one. So, but if we look at the rest of the markets, it's not quite as pretty here. You do have Bitcoin not falling that much. Bitcoin is only down 0.5%, but it's the altcoins that are really starting to bleed. You have Ethereum almost down 3%, Solana down almost 5%, XRP down 4%, Dogecoin, look at Doge. Doge is down 9% there. Cardano, that thing is falling. That is down 7.3%. Shiba Inu almost down 10%. So we're seeing some pretty strong coins like Chainlink, Polkadot taking quite the tumble right there. Uniswap looking very ugly. That thing is down 12%. So we saw the 2 coins that were gaining. What is this sea of red that we're going to be awash with? It's like it's like a elevator at the Overlook Hotel here. We have Core, Phantom, Jupiter, Filecoin, and Brett all above 10, 13% here. With is down. Notcoin is down. Drew, are there any of these coins that you would say, you know, this looks like it's on sale?
Jupiter is the one that's sticking out to me the most. I love using Jupiter.
It actually is a product that has revenue. Jupiter takes in trading fees, so it has a little bit of a business model there.
Yeah, and then Notcoin. I've been wanting a chance on the Toncoin ecosystem. Notcoin coming back. Other than that, like ZKSync. It's like ZKSync, Jupiter, and Notcoin are the ones that are sticking out to me on that.
Right. Yeah, and look at Notcoin on the 24-hour. Yeah, a little bit of a dip, but it's now started to bounce there, everyone. So nice little pump there for Notcoin. Now, let's get into some of the stories here. Now, first, the bear trap. This might be you, folks, because you saw the bear trap and you're like, you know what? I am done. Me and my crypto bros on the way to the 9 to 5 at Mickey D's.
Mickey D's.
We are fucking back. We're back. Classic. We are back. We are back.
All right. Now, let's see here. Now, almost, speaking of Bitcoin, though, almost $500 million, a billion with a B in liquidations as Bitcoin dumped to 64K and the alts bled out. The fluctuations for altcoins were similar, with numerous massive declines, resulting in 190,000 traders getting wrecked on the daily scale right there. It's a matter of minutes. In a matter of minutes, Bitcoin slumped by over $3,000 and fell to its lowest position since May 15th of $64,000. It has managed to bounce off in the following hours and now sits close to 66K. We are Team Kendrick here, not Team Drake. The altcoins performance were quite similar. We talked about Sheep, Doge down around 10%. Solana, Avalanche, Link, Cardano, DOT all plummeting between 7 and 9%. The largest single liquidated order, it happened on Binance, $6.4 million, and involved the ETH USD trading pair. Now, Josh, we look at liquidation heat maps. We say that some of these bright points, it acts as a magnet. The price will try to pull it to that point. Now, I see that single liquidation of $6.5 million. I would say that is probably a good indicator of one of those bright points. What are your thoughts on using liquidation heat map? I mean, Is that the best trading strategy in your opinion?
I mean, there's a million different ways to trade. Some people trade with the moon, some people trade with the stars. I tend to trade with market makers, and that is following where the money is moving towards. And so when we're looking at these liquidation heat maps, guys, again, you guys have watched me use these for years, and I have absolutely crushed it. I've done challenges from $100 to $10,000 challenges with my previous Discords and everything. The liquidations work, and it's like, whether it's 70, 80, 90% of the time, depending on the current market conditions, it does tend to show where money is moving towards. And if we're looking at the Bitcoin exchange liquidation maps right now, on the daily, how this works, guys, when the green side is higher and the red side is lower, that means markets are bullish. When the red side is higher and the green side is lower, that means markets are bearish. And so essentially what we're watching take place right now on the daily is that, yeah, there is a little bit of liquidations below us, maybe at the $64,000 level. But we're seeing everything stack up towards the upside. And we've been watching this over the last few days. Yesterday and the day before and last week, I was showing you guys, look at the 7-day now. The 7-day is way more bullish than bearish. The 30-day is just pretty much only bullish. It's almost a flat line over here with the shorts. So we have a very strong hill that we need to climb for the market makers. And I do believe we are going to be seeing a rebound here. And this is a bear trap. This is what a bear trap looks like. It's bears screaming for lower price points, even though there's no money down by those ranges. And there's going to be a point of sellers' exhaustion. And I think that's going to come after the meme coins are significantly wiped out, right? We had way too many celebrities, way too OnlyFans models that actually don't even know how to do math, launching these crazy community weird tokens just full of simps. They needed to be wiped out. Okay. They needed to be wiped out. So I do think we're getting the first healthy correction in this market. The majority of your altcoins down 60, 70, 80%. But look at your retail traders, guys. Go look at your friends' portfolios. I guarantee if I click on, go look at Duke wallets. I'm going through some of your guys' wallets, and I'm literally seeing only meme coins in your portfolios. None of you are trading fundamental valued projects. So I think this is a real, true, healthy correction in these markets. And we're starting to see that, that dumb money wiped out a little bit. Now, meme coins aren't going to go anywhere. They're not. They're going to come right back to this. We were just talking about Donald Trump's, fake token out there in the markets. That is a new kind of industry, and it's only maturing. It's evolving more and more each and every single day. However, I do believe we're at that position where we're getting a lot of retailers. We're starting to see a lot of your content creators say, man, maybe this is it. Maybe it is over. But for some reason, none of those creators are just looking at TradingView. Go look at the S&P 500. Go look at the NASDAQ. Go look at the Dow Jones. We are highly correlated to these markets, guys. People that want to say, Bitcoin's going to break away. No, it's not. We are like the entire crypto market is smaller than NVIDIA. Like, stop acting like we're some completely separate industry that's going to break away from this. We are correlated at like an 80 to 90% level with the NASDAQ. So I honestly think tech stocks are going to be followed by Bitcoin. We will get this bounce probably back up towards a range of $70,000. Now, can we break past 72? That is the question. I think there's only 2 events this month that can really change that position. That is maybe Donald Trump at this Joe Biden debate. Whether or not you're somebody that cares about it, I'm getting a lot of hate. I proved a point to you guys yesterday. Clickbait is what sells.
You were like 8 or 9 days away from that debate too. 8 or 9 days.
9 days.
9
wait,
days.
actually, what
Today's
is it, 27th?
It's 26th or 27th. I mixed the 2 days.
One of those dates, we'll have the live stream and the date for you guys. Me and DZ might be here really late live streaming it. We'll see what actually takes place with the event. But I do believe if he talks about Bitcoin and says something bullish, that could push markets. The second event is Ethereum ETFs.
All right. Now, speaking of bullish Bitcoin, now you said it was at $71,000, $72,000. There's a little bit of a speed bump before that. And I went to the smaller time frame. So we're looking at the large time frames. Zooming in on the small time frame, we're looking at the liquidation heat map. This is the 12-hour heat map on Binance. And so this is going to be more for the short-term traders. Little bit of a warning. First, the warning. Looks like not all of the bright lines got liquidated with that little scam wick right there. So that scam wick, we got a lot of the people lost their position, basically. The exchanges ate their lunch. There's still a little bit of greed at the 64,250 level, but to the upside, the first speed bump is going to be right at 67,650. I would come in a little bit lower, maybe 67,500. So that would be the first point to maybe take some profits on some of those longs there. Now, I want to talk to you folks and hit that like button, everybody, because now we're going to talk about the 3 reasons behind the recent Bitcoin market decline. And so they have the pictures right here, but I went to the article. Number 1, Miner capitulation. We have lower miner reserves or revenues. So the miner revenues dropped by 55%, aka the halving, forcing miners to sell more Bitcoin to cover costs. The extra 5% right there, you're like, well, halving is only 50%. Well, the price is also down. And so now the revenues have dropped 55%. Now they're increasing their transfers to exchanges. And so since they're selling more Bitcoin is moved from miners' wallets to the exchanges, which can drive prices down. I think they have a little bit of a picture here, daily revenue. And so the revenue's down. They got to sell more Bitcoin to keep the lights on, to keep those machines humming.
I want to get real with chat right here. I want to ask chat for 100% honesty and support here. We're going to do it together. Because I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't have dry powder for the side of this. I am completely exposed to this market. Could I buy more? Yes. Am I going to? No. I am like fully indulged in this market. So I want to hear from chat and be real with everybody in here. Type 1 in chat if you have dry powder on the side to buy this dip. Type 2 if you don't. This is going to prove my point. If we're seeing ones, right? If everybody is not buying this dip and they're just holding at this point, this proves we're in a capitulation phase.
Yeah.
It proves that people are more pivoting towards the side of, I'm actually might sell these altcoins because I need this money. I don't have more money to put into this, into this dip. That is also a huge confirmation on why I think we are seeing a bear trap. So 1 in chat, guys, if you, have dry powder, 2 if you don't. And if that's the case,
Chemistry bro, is that true though? Looking at, Bitcoin is low on all these exchanges. Well, we just got done with a halving. So if you go back 5 years, the miners were dumping a lot of Bitcoin onto exchanges. Then it got cut in half again. Then it just got cut in half again a month or 2 ago. And so, the amount leaving from the miners just isn't that much compared to the whale wallets at the end of the day. Reason number 2, lack of new Tether and US and Circle issuance here. The stablecoin market isn't seeing new issuances, meaning less new money is entering the crypto market. This can reduce liquidity and increase price volatility. I think they have a picture for that as well. USDT market cap change and Bitcoin's price. You see the pink line, or this is what's going to be the Tether balances, on the decline or on the printing mode. And right now, look at that Tether. We need more Tethers to be created. That is just a cascading free fall. And then I think they have Circle. Yeah, Circle seeing the exact same thing. Just people aren't minting new Circle. They're not minting those Circle bucks. And then last reason, outflows from the ETFs. We had a good period of inflows, but now we've seen some significant withdrawals from Fidelity and Grayscale, and they're creating selling pressure on Bitcoin. For example, Fidelity on June 17th, over 1,000 Bitcoin left that ETP product right there. And we look here, you can see the latest ETF data. Friday, a sea of red. We're seeing a whole lot of red, a little bit of green, aka BlackRock. But when you're looking at, they accumulated 23 Bitcoin. Then you sold 1,224. You're seeing a big disparity between the ETFs buying and the ETF selling. Now the halving progress, we are 4% through the halving progress. So say 96% to go, everybody. We still got plenty of time to have a nice parabolic run. I think I even said the parabola still on the table. Now I was going to say, we're going to jump in.
Mick, I think we got banned on TikTok.
Oh, we might have just got banned on TikTok. We're too real.
Real quick.
I didn't even bring up Tiananmen. No, okay. Anyways, I'm joking. We wouldn't bring that up. All right, miners continue to offload Bitcoin amongst the 33-day capitulation right here. The reserves now down to 30,000 Bitcoin, or it's down 30,000 Bitcoin since October 2023. And so the average duration is 41 days. We're now 33 days in the current miner capitulation, meaning we could be about 75% through with the miners dumping all their Bitcoin on exchanges right here. Now, this guy, speaking of mining Bitcoin, he's mined Bitcoin like no other. He's carrying around a backpack at Bitcoin Prague. Not all heroes wear capes. He's an effing legend. And it's not in English.
It's pretty incrediable.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like some troll would just unplug his yellow Ethernet cable right there from his Wi-Fi router. And not only that, was he on the public Wi-Fi at a crypto conference? Bold. It could be I don't know. Maybe it's like a hot spot.
No, bro, he's got Starlink. You kidding me?
I mean, maybe. He's
got the Starlink.
Pretty dope right there.
Josh, are you banned off TikTok right now?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is because it doesn't say I'm live from my own phone, which is sus.
That is pretty interesting. And you had a post go viral yesterday involving Orange Man.
You know what's funny is I have a lot of friends that unfollowed me for that video. Yeah.
For unfollowing.
They're like, how do you support somebody like that? I'm like, can you just shut the fuck up? Like at this point, like seriously, I'm sorry. That's my one cuss word of the live stream. I am honestly exhausted of this. Like, I have the
It's just
same
getting
conversation
started, baby. Come
with
on.
every Democrat
You have
on
like
the
a-
planet.
you-
They're like, oh, well, this, and this. I'm like, well, okay. Look, do you like me as a friend? Great. Do you like TikTok? Yes. Okay. Well, they want to ban that. That's half my job. Okay. Great. Awesome. Do you think we should tax crypto or have CBDCs? I don't. Oh, great. You do? Okay. Well, great. Now that's my entire career that is being pushed out of the United States alongside another like multi-million Americans. So,
well, no.
cool
You
with
got to
that-
vote based on like some obscure thing that
No.
doesn't affect your life.
Well, always, right? I need to go get into a giant, protesting march that's going to do absolutely nothing.
Heck
No,
yeah.
dude. It's like,
We saw this in 2016, and I'm not trying to get too political
Aggravating.
here, but I just want to bring up in 2016, you saw the same thing with fracking. You had people that worked in the fracking industry, and they said, "I'm going to vote for the candidate that doesn't leave me homeless." And people are just like, "I can't believe you're voting for this person," and they're like, "Well, yeah, it's my livelihood." And people don't really credit
it's
that.
all the same friends, and I gave them the benefit of the doubt. It's all the same friends that changed their profile pictures black and supported a movement that was a complete scam back in 2016. You know what I'm talking about? You guys all know what I'm talking about, chat. It is that point again. So I'm just saying this. Like, I don't mean to get political, but at the same time, it's everybody in the studio's entire career. Now, look, I don't mind if I have to move to Puerto Rico and go live on a beautiful tropical island, but hey, I don't want to be put in that position. So anyways, let's get back to
all right,
the,
let's get back.
the
We're going to show
Bitcoin
a crypto bro. What is your trading strategy, you crypto bro? And this is what Josh answers. Hey man, Sage. People are really into Sage. I don't know why people are into Sage, but people are into it. That's just people are into Sage. You know what? I got canceled from MTG for I was a Magic the Gathering streamer. I wouldn't put he, him. And I caught a little flack for
That's
that.
too many pronouns for me.
Anyways, crypto markets trade lower as institutions offload. So we got the miners selling. Well, what about the institutions? Well, it's looking like the institutions offloading millions in Bitcoin, sold $600 million worth of digital assets just last week. And so Bitcoin and ETH are down. XRP, the only top 10 token to register
Yeah.
positive price action, jumping 5%
Dude,
on the
credit
day.
where credit is due, bro. That XRP is the strongest stable coin we have.
You're talking about that. XRP is a stable coin. Let's go ahead and pull up. Chat, do you hold some XRP? Me and Drew were kind of wondering, how often has it hit this level? Looks like, so we're at this price now. We were at this price 3 months ago. We were at this price 6 months ago. We're at this price 1 year ago. We're at this price 2 years ago. We're at this price 3 years ago.
It gives you a lot of chances here.
Oh man, I got to go to the weekly. We're not even done here, folks. Let's go to the weekly here. Wow, we were also this price 5 years ago, June 19th, June 24th. This is literally 5 years ago. And we were also this price, oh my God, June 18th. Again, we're seeing it 6 years ago. And so, wow, that's interesting. It keeps hitting this area in June, maybe May. Drew, if you don't make this post, I'm gonna make this post.
No,
man.
I mean, I got to make this post, man. And like, I got totally blessed because I forgot I had like 2,000 XRP. When I originally sold off, it was like 9 months ago or something like that. It was a while ago when I sold out all.
Well, we had that
90%
video
of
where
them.
we said, should you sell your XRP
and
for
we got all the
Chainlink?
flack. People were like, how could you be questioning it? And literally the week of that video, I had moved XRP into a lot of projects at 10x. Do you know what I mean? From that time frame. But I still have a few thousand of them left. And that's actually my dry powder. I consider it my dry powder because now it's sitting here right around 50 cents. Everything else has fallen off a cliff, and now I can go deploy it. So
XRP sold it all 6 months ago. All right. I have a nice bag of XRP, 3,000 XRP raw. I might have to do a micro content on Gordon Ramsay later today, just because the chat loved the raw. All right. Now, speaking of raw, we have some non-raw bread. This is cooked. BlackRock and Fidelity now own a combined 477,000 Bitcoin worth $31 billion. When Bitcoin dips, here's BlackRock. There's SNEK. There's Kathy Woods. Michael Saylor. That's Michael Saylor right there. He walked off with some. And there's CZ. The rest is mine.
So they don't show the rest of the story, though. The monkeys, they get done eating it, and then they jeet it onto the ground in a poop fashion. So that's what happens.
They throw the bread after they don't eat the bread?
Well, they eat it, and then they jeet it on the ground. You know what I'm saying? They take a little poo. Yeah.
And they throw it at people?
Well, like allegedly.
Allegedly. All right. MicroStrategy, speaking of institutions, so there's one institution that is not the same. He said, BlackRock, you're selling. Grayscale, you're selling. Well, we're raising more money so we can buy more. And so they're expected to close the $700 million raise. And what are they going to do? Folks, they're going to buy more Bitcoin. Now, we have a bold prediction from Marathon CEO. Now, Marathon Digital, they mine Bitcoin. This is their business model. And they have a pretty bold proclamation here. The fees are going to surpass block subsidies, predict. So, AKA, you'll make more money off the transactions than you will off mining Bitcoin. So he was saying this at Bitcoin Prague conference right there. I don't know, just a pretty interesting point. Now, I say it has to happen. It's 2140, roughly zero mining rewards. And so 100% will come from transaction fees there. So we're going to have to eventually. Looking here, Bitcoin at 65K in 2024 has been completely de-risked as the average price of Bitcoin in ETF capital. Now that's pretty interesting. Now we're at neutral price for the ETF. It's the same price it traded at 3 years earlier. Because folks, as far as the ETF capital, a lot was bought in January. And so people got pretty low cost basis for Bitcoin. And so now coming in at the average price is very bullish. Same price it traded at 3 years earlier. And now presidential candidates are fighting to show that they are the most pro Bitcoin. This is the perfect setup. Now, I said I want to look at Bitcoin on the weekly. Let me go ahead and do that since we're looking at that chart right there. I'm going to go to Bitcoin US dollar. We're on the weekly. Oh, wow. Look at that. I was pulled far to the left side looking at XRP. Folks, this to me just doesn't seem that bearish. I mean, we're still just kind of trading along in this parallel channel. You just kind of see the tops just really, really lining up pretty nicely with the bottoms right there. And so when you look at that chart, Drew, I mean, do you feel bearish?
No, man, like I'm not scared as long as we hold 60K. Like this is the shelf we need and to consolidate within to actually get that next leg up.
And honestly, we can wick below that. And so, you see this wick right here, that went all the way down to 56K.
Yeah, and it literally took like Israel getting hit by rockets that were funded with Iran to make that little scam wick happen. And it recovered so fast. Like I'm not worried about it unless we break that 60 truly and close below 60, then you start worrying.
Yeah. Josh, what are your thoughts here? I mean, a lot of people are saying, oh, we got to be here. Oh, we go this low. It's bearish. I'm not feeling bearish until we close a weekly candle below 61K. And so, I mean, we can even flirt below this level for a brief period. We did right here. We kind of did right there. We did right there. We did right there. And so I'm not too worried if we end up falling a little bit there. So let me go ahead and move that. Yeah. And so that's the danger zone. And so I wouldn't say we're in the danger zone just yet.
I mean, yeah, again, I'm coming from this angle as someone, maybe I'm a permeable. I don't know. Maybe it's been embedded into me at this point, but all the people screaming for lower lows are just, they tend to be the people that sold at 15K, at 25K, at 30K, at 45K, etc. Markets are still bullish. We're not going to get an interest rate reduction until the end of this year, more than likely November, December. Maybe we get one, maybe we get two interest rates. We won't know. We got to adjust as CPI comes in. I expect CPI next month to come out better than expected. This month was a little bit of a reduction. So I do think we're going to see upside here. I'm not bearish. I'm a bull.
All right. So we got Dickie. Bull run is postponed until October, $38,000. Let me draw this out. Now, Josh, what is your counter to this? Josh, we are putting in lower highs. This is bearish.
What if we put in a higher low right now?
Don't counter with bullishness. All right, yeah, I like that. That would be the good response right there. Yeah, what if we put in a higher
what's
low?
That first wick down there that got eaten up to like 56.6, I think?
This one right there, this one right here. Yeah, 56,500 basically.
Yeah, so unless we close below that.
I'm interested, was that an area of concern? No, not really. There's no 56, nothing really strongly supporting it back then.
Chat, what's your price predictions? Because I'm at this point where it's just like, look, we don't know what's going to happen in these. We just don't know. We don't know what's going to. We're in a moment of tokenization. We're in a moment of generational wealth transfer. And somebody that goes, that's an annoying phrase. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is as annoying as bridging the gap. But the reality is We have trillions of dollars being tokenized every single day. Should I even dare do it, guys?
You may as well.
I'm going to do it.
What you're saying is valid though, man. Like these people need something like a larger viewpoint to back up and understand. Like, is the economy going online? Is this world moving to a digital action point? Like all these answers are yes. You can see brick and mortar are dying all over the place. Even companies that are doing reasonably well that have a physical place, they're dying. Everything's moving online. All of our sales are happening online. Everything, our whole lives, our communication. If the internet goes off, sure, crypto will fail. But otherwise, you know what? We move.
There's one brick and mortar industry that is thriving, at least in Colorado. I don't know if you saw weed shops are outnumbering Starbucks out there like 4-1.
It's crazy, man. But then like they started by paying them like 20, 25, $30 an hour just to cut it. And then now it's like $8 an hour, and there's just homeless people all over the place. It's like
really,
it is, and it's Denver has turned into the 5th worst homeless population in the United States.
Is that the new immigrant labor? Because when I grew up, there was a lot of blueberries grown in North Carolina. They brought in labor, and tobacco farms in North Carolina. They brought in labor, and so the new immigrant labor, you're no longer picking blueberries. You're like cutting leaves.
Basically, their own little fuzzy smoke-filled prison. So
all right. Well, there's you're talking about all this crazy stuff that might happen. Well, there's something big that's going to happen in America. Q4. Drew, what am I talking about? Of course.
The potential.
No, I don't. You're going to say something crazy like a submarine is going to, a radar is activated. No, what are normal people saying is going to happen? I am literally to the point
where I'm going to be surprised if we have an election. Like, if this debate happens, maybe. But it just feels like the Dems are acting in a way that they've already got things figured out. They've already kind of sprinkled the narrative of the bird sneezing. I can't combine the words because we'll get in trouble. But
can we say the letters H and then there's a 5 and the first letter from my first name?
Some birds are going to sneeze. A couple birds are going to die. And
I want to know the pangolins are doing. But really, people want to know a new prediction market bet just hit for crypto. If you want to bet some Polygon on this, Trump and Biden, what are the over-under on will or won't they shake hands at the debate? Now, Josh, your viral clip of you put up something on Trump yesterday, probably getting close to 2 million views. Trump was talking about the rules set upon him for this debate. What are your thoughts? Will or won't they shake hands?
They probably won't shake hands. The entire debate's bullshit. This is where I just get in arguments with friends. I'm like, how is it every president should be going on podcasts uninterrupted, no edits, and be able to defend and debate for themselves? If you're a good debater, which is what a politician is, that is their entire fucking career.
Yeah, like Lincoln back in the day. No microphone.
Yeah, you need to be able to make your position, make your point, make it understandable, have that open dialogue, right? A dialogue is it's two conversations. That's what that stands for. It's what it stems from in the Latin meaning, right? If you can't have that, you should not be running an entire country. And the United States president doesn't run a country. They run the entire world, essentially. So yeah, if you can't be on a debate and you have to have your mics turned off because you can't hold your own ground, I just don't respect you as an individual or as a president. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Last debate he said, "Man, will you just shut up?" That was pretty funny.
That was good. And that's the other thing. And if he can, maybe the best way to beat Trump is by not talking. It's like, you see,
well, here's the odds. If you want to bet some Polygon, you can bet some Polygon. There's 3-1 odds right now. So they're saying yes, they are going to shake hands. So 32% odds. So if you vote yes, you turn $1 pretty close to 3. I don't know. I think it's a 5% fee, so a little under. But yeah, 3-1 that they will shake hands. Or you bet $1 that they won't, and get you like 60 cents there. Now we're saying we're going to mention the token DJT, a token minted 2 months ago on Solana, rallied 180% following an unconfirmed report that Donald J. Trump is behind it. Now, Drew, you bought some. Now, when was this on your radar, and why did you buy it?
Well, it popped out of nowhere. I think Crypto Clay on Twitter was talking about it. So I hopped into space, listened to all these complete degens, and it was pretty low holders. I got in at around like 150K market cap. And the reason why I did is just because of the insane volume. I knew it was a scam. I knew it was a rug. I knew I was in danger. And I still went in. And,
so you knew it was a quick exit.
Yeah, but I made like 600% on the trade. And now it's back down. It's probably like 400 to 300K. But that thing was moving, man.
It
Like
does
went
look like it's an
fast.
insider token. This is according to Bubble Maps here. No way. It's actually from the Orange Man himself. 67% of the supply is just in one cluster right there. So yeah, this is a rug pull. This will go to zero.
Yeah.
What a sad story. Now, this guy got meved to hell
God.
and back. He spent 2,500 Solana. He spent $342,000. He spent a single family home to buy some Donald Trump, but he got storage unit rental for half a year. He only got $600. So he spent $300K and got less than 1,000. That sucks right there. So, ouch. That one's going to sting a little bit. I guess he didn't have slippage set right there. People are asking, like, how's that even possible right there? If it's... He has mistaken the buy low, sell high rule. Yeah. That was funny. You deserve a little like for that one right there. I don't mean to make fun.
What you're talking about here is why I'm bullish on Jupiter, using Jupiter. Like I've never had a transaction go chaos level on me on the slippage. I tried to use Radium for the same token. It won't go through. It'll fail. You're just sitting there spinning. And Jupiter actually gets my transactions through, pulls out at the right time. So I like it.
They put a little funny, so you can like code in what the parameters of your coin, and they coded in build the wall is what they named it for to code in. It's prohibits selling right there. And so that's kind of funny right there for the devs. Now, speaking of presidential, Biden moving to nominate 2 other CFTC commissioners. These are the people that control not so much the securities market, but baskets of goods like commodities. So gold and Bitcoin, but we want more crypto in there. And so they're going to nominate 2 commissioners to other roles that could shake up crypto policy at the regulator, according to Cowen here. And so they're going to lead FDIC. Kristen Johnson's going to lead the FITD last week. So we're spreading out the anti-crypto people into different financial regulatory bodies. This could bode poorly, but, they might not be at that job for but another year, 6 months even. Crypto PAC endorses 18 more candidates for the November elections right there. So if you do care about crypto, I do recommend, check out some of these 18 candidates and see if any of them are in your congressional district right there. We got people in New York, Florida, California, Arizona, Delaware, a couple of places like that. Of course, we're going to be rooting for John Deaton running against Elizabeth Warren in Massachusetts. Now, inflation sucks. We all know it. You know it. We can feel it. We can feel it in our bones. Drew feels it in his egg basket.
Dude, it's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, you got kids. You got multiple kids. People don't know Drew has like 17 children.
Well, and like all my chickens are making tons of eggs, but I have this one hen that, is just half-assed in the brooding process. So she's half cooking the eggs. And so I have to get rid of all these eggs that are half baked. I've had to basically build a new coop, separate them all. I'm on a killing spree with the roosters right now. We're having to get it under control. The kids eat 8 eggs a morning. I spend probably $2,500, $3,000 a month on food for the family. So
the DZ300 guy changed his name again. This one's kind of funny. He deserves a shout out. DZ sold Chainlink to put cheese on a raw burger. No. That's good. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. That's one of that's like a top 2 or 3 name. The Chrysler one was
good. Raw eggs.
Well, let's talk about inflation.
Just don't put cheese on it before it's cooked.
Well, speaking of cheese, did you see what they did to poor Taco Bell right here? Perfectly preserved Taco Bell receipt from 1999. This looks like it was May 18th, 1999, found inside a library book.
This is
a
so
burrito,
sad.
99 cents. Taco, 69 cents. Nachos, 69 cents. Pepsi, 89 cents. Could you happen to look on Uber Eats or maybe even on your phone, on your account?
Yeah.
I wonder what... it doesn't even have to be this order, but like an order of taco, one taco being 69 cents. I can't imagine nachos being 69 cents.
$4.99 now for tacos.
It's just
definitely not.
It's just crazy what's happening here. And I did a post. It was talking about the amount of Big Macs required. So it was a little bit the data was off. But in 1980, you work 1 hour of minimum wage, you can afford several Big Macs. There's some number saying you can afford 6 Big Macs an hour. It looks like it's closer to 3. But you work an hour of minimum wage back in the day, you afford multiple Big Macs.
So
you work an hour minimum wage today, you barely afford one.
One crunchy taco is now $2.43. But of course, I'm on Uber Eats, so it's going to be like actually $2.99.
Wow.
Okay, so this
pretty
is
much
pre-fee increase?
Yeah, pre-fee increase. It's $2.43. Oh, that's cheap, but then they tax you.
They also have a 16-ounce soft drink that's 89 cents, nachos, and a burrito.
Okay, so Crunchy Taco Supreme. Yeah, those are all like $3 to $4, depending on type of taco shell you get. Burrito. What's the burrito?
99 cents back in 1999.
You're going to be able to get a bean and burrito for $2.79. I don't know what type of burrito that is because it looks like CC. I don't know if that actually has meat in it. Cheese, bean, and rice is $2.43. So figure again $3 for those. But if you want like a burrito supreme or beefy 5-layer, that's like $5-6.
And you know it's really going to go up? It's going to be the guacamole, everybody. Guacamole is about to go up. Remember from the beginning, they're halting 80% of our imported avocados.
How dare they?
That's bullish
yeah,
from
everything's
Maybe we should
about to
have
jump
cut
a lot.
down all the avocado tree farms in California, Newsom.
Oh, hey, that's a lot of water. Speaking of inflation, the cities with the highest rent in 2024. Looks like San Francisco's on that list. All right, so number 1, New York, then Jersey City, then San Francisco, Boston, Miami. Surprise, I guess Miami's kind of spread out. San Jose, Arlington, Virginia, San Diego, Washington, D.C., then L.A. I'm surprised Washington, D.C.'s up there because their crime's so high. So, yeah, look at that, though. Look at New York.
One Republican city.
Yeah.
So rent in New York, $4,000 and $4,200. Rents in New York are rising 7 times faster than wages due to a shortage of affordable housing. Guys, we got to start building more homes. We got to build more housing, more apartments, new everything. We got to build new cities.
You can't
not
in
the
California.
15-minute
Do
kinds.
some stopped it. No more track homes.
I've seen horror stories. You can't even get a shed in your backyard. You know, in LA County. It's like really, let alone build a pool, let alone like build a guest house, let alone, because, you know, what are guest houses or garages or apartments above garages that are like built in a backyard? What do they often get turned into? Like extra homes to rent or a little room to rent or a little bungalow or, you know, Airbnb, extra income. And the regulators in California just stopping you entirely. You can't even get a shed. That's just ridiculous. AI candidate.
This is crazy.
Running for UK Parliament. Could this be the future of politics? I don't know why they got him looking like a Zynga video game character on a or on your phone. I almost said telephone. Jesus Christ, I'm old. You know, on your rotary phone, sometimes they have a TV, they have a television attached to it. Well, AI Steve is going to compete for votes in the UK general election on July 4th, aiming to become the first AI member of parliament. This can't be legal,
stupid.
right?
It's just stupid.
And folks, we celebrate, you British folks, we celebrate July 4th around here.
I wouldn't be surprised though if the UK allowed that. Like that, your guys' parliament is messed up, dude. Like it's Europe. Look, I would be more excited like if the winner of Eurovision this year was the one that would just replace this. But look, I would just say, hey, this is possible. This is actually possible.
Yeah, but AI Steve, why do they make this? Well, it's created to ensure that the people of Brighton and Hove, you have 24/7 access to leave opinions and create policies. Policies for the people, by the people. What's stopping people from DDoSing, attacking this from Iran, North Korea? All of a sudden, it's like, hey, we're voting for all these crazy things we don't want. But hey, it's okay because you can leave opinions online and create policies. That can be gamed, folks. Don't see that happening. Now, USDT on Tron, outnumbering all other stablecoins when it comes to the number of token holders. Drew, what percentage of these is Justin Sun's wallets?
Oh,
now people love Tron in China.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking it's pretty high. I think maybe 40%.
Yeah, Tron's used by a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Tron, Justin Sun, like his moves are like they don't make sense when he does them. And people can't understand why. And then the markets pump or dump in his favor. And then it's like, well, like that guy is definitely in the background pulling some strings.
People talking about inflation. Not only that, the tacos are smaller. I forgot to mention one thing. In 1980, a Big Mac was 40% larger. And so not only can you afford less Big Macs per hour of working, but your Big Macs are smaller. So you went from affording 3 Big Macs an hour working minimum wage to barely making 1 Big Mac an hour. And it's 40% smaller. That's what inflation is doing. That's what the money printing machine is doing to you. And that's why you should just go out and buy Bitcoin. And that's why when altcoins crash 10%, you see Bitcoin fell 1% there. All right. Digital gold, everybody. Coinbase advanced to offer pre-launch token trading. US-based Coinbase, first tier 1 exchange to offer pre-market perpetuals. This is pretty interesting. I'm surprised they're doing this with the regulatory scrutiny right there, but this is going to be more for sophisticated traders and people with inside info. What's the fastest growing stablecoin based on the 90-day supply growth? Circle on Base, up 10x in issuance right there. So Base really just setting waves right there. You like base, right?
I love base.
Would you say it's the Duke? The shit?
It's the Duke, man. It's the Duke. No. It's base is just by far the most TVL. It's the fastest upcoming chain. It's backed by Coinbase, which is backed by BlackRock. Like, this is the obvious winner of this cycle when it comes to any like actual infrastructure development. So that's why we launched Duke on it. That's 100% community owned, 100% renounced. But we chose base because the fees are cheap and the ecosystem is ever growing. So, it's just the system to be a part of. And there's a lot of revenue. There's a lot of fee generation, so devs are going to just want to continue to build there.
People got hot Big Mac takes here. Imagine eating Big Macs. How much Big Mac at Mickey D's can you take? I haven't had a Big Mac in over a decade. I haven't ate McDonald's in over a decade. I just had Taco Bell for the first time in over a decade, like last month. It's damn good. Why the hell did I not go to Taco Bell for a decade? And someone said something about the pink. Imagine what the pink slime does to you. Drew, do you eat McDonald's? Josh, do you eat McDonald's?
Sure, I have McDonald's. Like, it depends on the situation. But if the kids are screaming, I'm driving, I'm stuck in the car with them, you're darn right I'm going to buy I just talked about how much money I spend. If I can save a little bit, it's like the 80-20 rule, where 80% of our food is homemade. It's good. 20% of the time, let them have a hamburger every now and
20% of the time, you feed them the plastic nuggets.
Yeah,
okay,
no big deal.
It's better than 100% of their meals. So what about you? You eat McDonald's?
I physically can't eat it because I have like medical conditions. So there's like, no, I can't have too many fast food. I can't have smoked food. I can't have like a lot of different things. So it's like I can't have spicy Chipotle sauce or else I'll die. Like, it's weird stuff like that. So I haven't had McDonald's because like with fast food restaurants are constantly changing like their oils and everything they use. And like at any
Seed
moment
oil.
I can bite into it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, gonna just
don't get Drew started on seed oils, everybody. That's a whole basement episode right there.
Seed oils, that's like that's McDonald's is drenched.
You mean the former engine lubricant? All right.
It's just weird stuff like that.
Well, speaking of oil, how about digital oil, everybody? Segue. Ethereum sell-off, everyone. Crypto whale dumps $35 million as the ETH price tumbles. And so they got in as the price was dropping below $35,000. They initially acquired ETH during the ICO. How much did that ETH cost? 31 cents. And so, I'm not worried about a whale taking a little bit of profit right there. God dang it. Can you imagine getting some of that 31 cent ETH? Rising ETH futures open interest highlights impact of the SEC's ETF withdrawal. Could you pull up liquidation heat map on ETH right now? Let's just look. What's the number one number to the top side? What's that number one number to the downside? Because I know we got a lot of people maybe on Blofin, trading. And speaking of trading, folks, if you get some good profits, you got to protect those profits and protect your profits with that Arculus cold storage. Easily secure, store, swap, send, and receive crypto with the simple tap. Plus, it looks cool and it doesn't look like a dorky USB.
Like, chat came in, they're like, medical professionals, guys. I don't know. You can't explain. It's like thin intestines.
Josh doesn't have a stomach.
Like my bad. I'll complain to the doctor when I was born. So I'm like, hey, you didn't give me the full strength. Like, shame on you, But Ethereum here is going to be,
Some of y'all roasting. Damn, I'm lactose intolerant. Are you gonna call me a punk?
Well, you're just hey, I can drink milk. I'm not a bitch. Okay, I can have dairy. I can have cheese, dude. No, it's like it's weird things like smoked food. I can't have certain smoked type of oak. Like, it will literally just kill my stomach. Not in a good way.
But speaking of killing Ethereum, what are the two numbers to kill the leverage traders?
Incredibly bullish. So you're looking at $3,360 would wipe out the rest. And I mean, Ethereum is more bullish than Bitcoin at this point. Look, oh my god. Oh yeah, wow. This is just straight up only. So, maybe we come down to 3,200, 32. You're scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point. You're scraping the bottom of the barrel. So I don't know if we're going to go to 3,900 first, but holy smokes, the liquidations up there are massive.
All right, massive. A lot of Culver. What do we got? Culver's marketing executive in the chat.
Culver's right down the street, man. We got to go. It's good. It's Butterburger.
Town goes, try plant-based diet. Never. I love meats.
Yeah. What about crickets? Will you eat the bugs and be happy?
No, I have to eat things like plain, which sucks, but it just is what it is.
Is it because you're white? know why I said that.
I wish. No, because I can have like tapatio. I just can't have like it's weird.
Okay, so
like
certain
Indian
is
food.
unique.
No, dude, and it's not even the hot stuff. It's just the spice. It's
Okay,
all it is.
interesting.
It's like actual
So
allergic
certain peppers, yeah, certain.
It's not like, oh, he just can't do hot ones because he's like, you can't handle heat. Like, no, it's like, I will be hospitalized and you're like just a dick.
All right. Yeah.
Like, what do you want?
I'm sorry, I can't digest a milkshake.
My bad, you know?
All right. Well, speaking of our bad, we got our good. We had a good call yesterday. And folks, I was just highlighting the information that I got and I wanted to share it to you. We jumped in on this info pretty quickly. And that was the fact that Representative Mike Collins bought 100,000 Velo tokens right there. And that thing moved, everybody. The volume jumped 67%, which I'm surprised is even that low. And so Velodrome Finance, it's an automated market maker on Optimism, and it uses Velo as a utility
I think
token.
we should do something. I think chat, if you have money on the side, you told me to pull up ETH. Look at this. This is how bullish the markets are. This is Ethereum, 30 days. Okay. There is no shorts. Go to Sol. No shorts.
Woo.
Let's go to BNB. Some shorts. Let's go to Doge. No shorts.
What the hell?
Let's go to XRP. Even XRP, massive jump to 53 cents, which is huge for XRP. Let's just click on a random one down here. ADA. Let's do Link. Oh my gosh, guys, markets. I'm glad he told me to pull this up. I mean, this just screams bullishness. And if you want to go to the daily, look at it's everything's bullish, guys. So yeah, bounce inbound. Bounce coming soon. Bear trap is confirmed.
All right. To put cheese on a raw burger, you see the backstory of the founder of Raising Cane's. Don't know that one right there. Only white people consider curry spicy. They're really coming in after you, man. All right. It wasn't just Velodrome. Let's talk about Velodrome and Aerodrome. Everybody hit that like button if you hold some Aerodrome. Let's shock the YouTube algorithm. I'll say it one more time. Aerodrome. Get those likes in at the same time, and the YouTube algorithm is going to say, something up with this coin. Well, Velodrome and Aerodrome combine the best of Curve, Convex, and Uniswap into a single streamlined DEX. Uniswap still dominating on mainnet, but Velo and Aero have achieved uni levels of dominance on the L2s, Aero on base, Velo on OP, Optimism. As traders and LPs migrate to L2s, will be interesting to watch. I'll say this, all my base trading has been on Uniswap, but maybe I should start using Aero. Have you ever used Aero? Like, use the product? I hold it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy Duke actually on Aerodrome.
Ooh, well, I think I might know where I go this afternoon, everybody.
Yep.
We got ZK project performing after a long-awaited token launch. Usually they fall. Let's see here. So the protocol locked around $136 million in value, distributing over multiple earning DeFi apps here. And it looks like it hosts almost 4 million wallets, but still building up activity. And it looks like it has some issues with the node services right now. 640,000 active accounts on the ZK's blockchain explorer right here. And it looks like the network load is mostly SynSwap DEX. So we talked about Velo, we talked about Aero. Could this be the next big play? Something to maybe to check out, everyone. All right, it looks like someone got some massive airdrops on 85 wallets. Then sold all that. So is it for holding or immediate selling? So far, 30% of the holders decided to actually hold. Most sold in whole or in part. So it looks like most people, they got their rewards and they got the hell out of Dodge. Render facing a sell-off as investors' losses mount. Looks like it has corrected 27% since the first week of this month. Has now fallen to $7.72. What are your thoughts on Render at these levels, Josh?
I think now's the time to start maybe paying attention to AI again. That's like we've been.
Okay, so it's fallen enough.
Yeah,
it's out of favor enough.
Render, I'd be watching.
Oh, yeah, look at
ASI,
that.
I'd be watching. But ASI, I think will crash after the merge.
Check out the support at $7.
I will personally really probably start buying AI tokens again after the ASI merge and a pretty significant pullback here. Some of these guys, you guys are funny. Josh can only eat apples and bananas. Josh cries when the ice cream truck drives by. Raising Cane's or Dave's Hot Chicken, definitely Raising Cane's. Do you eat Mexican food? Yes, guys, I can actually eat most spicy Mexican food. I love Mexican food. Mexican food.
You can only eat crackers with no salt.
Spices. It's guys. There's spices that aren't spicy. You guys are like You know what? I'm actually, let's just play into it.
Josh
I'm
said,
a weak little white girl.
No, let's type in some more. Josh said bread with mayonnaise is too much seasoning.
I can only, that's too much seasoning. I have to have mac and cheese with ketchup. That's like, I only eat Cheerios without milk. I have, like, what is the whitest thing you think
Josh
of?
replaces his salt with flour.
I dip my pizza in ranch. That's pretty white. I don't do that. Actually.
Mayonnaise
I don't.
is
By the way, I don't do
spicy.
anything I'm saying. I'm just going to play into it now. So what else is there? What
Well,
else is there?
this is an interesting conversation because spices were actually one of the main reasons of currency. Like spices were one of the original currencies.
I actually just grab a wheel of cheese every night and I just eat out of it. That is my meal.
I mean, it's like a big reason why we saw conquering from the Anglos.
Josh put syrups on his eggs. Dude, you guys are. What else? Give me more. Give me more.
Sprite.
What is the
the
widest thing you
one.
think of when you think of food?
Raxo.
Right.
Sprite is too spicy.
Josh P's sitting down.
Hell yeah.
All right, now it's turned into Drake memes. All right, let's.
I didn't say anything about kids.
Back to render though. I will say that looks like pretty strong support right there at that level. Folks, a little bit of a trend line forming right there. I do not hate a render
Josh
long.
dips his white Wonder Bread in water.
Oh my God.
This is good stuff.
DZ, is this $7 level? I think I saw it was the original first high that render hit, right? Like this before.
Oh yeah, well let's look.
You know?
That is a good point. So let's go ahead and hit max, and if it does, that's just an extra confluence point, or especially if it kind of matches that line.
I think it was. It damn well was.
It was $8. The $8 was this. So that's where they're getting the $8 support, and the $7 support is going to be more of a recent phenomenon. And you can see, it touched it 3 times, all in a relatively small period right there. So boom, boom, boom. Definitely a little bit of a trend line forming right there on render. So maybe something to look at. Now I see people talking about it. All right, we'll talk about a pig named Nike sweeping the Cardano ecosystem. Daily trading volume at the time, $250,000. Market cap at the time, 610K. So I bought a little bit, a small amount, less than 1,000 ADA, more than 100 ADA. 100's only, $45? So, I bought a little bit. Right now, let's go ahead and click on it. We're now up to 2.3 million trading volume, at least in ADA. Market cap, 3.75 million in ADA. And I need to get the price in dollars. So I might need to go full screen just to see where that's at. I don't know where it's at. They actually changed tap tools like 2 days ago. So I don't know where the thing is for that. But yeah, a lot of volume on this thing. Let's go to a smaller candle. Let's look at like the 3 minute. All right. Yeah, that's the newest Cardano meme coin, kind of taking the world by storm. I think I got in here. Mario Nawfall tweeted about it and that thing just jumped. Had a nice little spike right there. So I don't know. Drew, can Cardano support a second meme token after SNEK?
Dude, I mean, I saw Gummy on ADA even trying to do some stuff earlier this week or over the weekend. Like, there's room for more than just SNEK. SNEK is cool. I almost feel like looking at the graph of SNEK to see if an entry point, but I've been looking at Gummy on ADA, and then that new Nike one that came. I saw the picture of the pig and I saved it just because it was an adorable pig being posted by Charles. Didn't even realize that there was a meme coin behind it. That's how much I paid attention to it. But there's plenty of room for memes on Cardano. Nothing is happening. Like, people are not on Cardano yet. The price is low. And that's why I finally feel like buying it again. It wasn't stuck in this purgatory zone trying to break out. Like, we finally have a flush out again, a good capitulation. A bunch of weak hands are gone. This is my moment to take advantage of Cardano. So,
Shake and Bake, I saw the tweet almost aped in. Well, here's the SNEK chart. Let's go to the 1 day. Oh, whoa, a lot of volatility. Shrink that. And right now I'm seeing a similar accumulation zone that we're seeing in the other tokens right there. So we are lower than the previous all-time high, which I think I sold most of my bag around then. Actually, the biggest loss I incurred was from impermanent loss, creating a staking pool on day 1. And so I did the first day. It hadn't even been out 24 hours. And then when it skyrocketed, I gained ADA, but I lost 40% of my SNEK just right then and there. So yeah, SNEK, maybe a little bit of I don't know. We could have a little bit more room to go to the downside.
I look at this as health on a shelf. That looks like a shelf to me.
I think we're going to bounce by end of week back to like literally 3,700.
Really?
I'm just going to be that guy. I can't like stop looking at these charts, dude. This is insane. This is physically insane. Yeah, there's no liquidations. Maybe we go a little bit lower. we're scraping the bottom.
Do we get an ETF approved July 2nd?
What I would actually be cautious of or wary of would be if we do pump, we see $4,000 Ethereum before that release, then it'll be another pullback.
Okay.
You know, so like we had this discussion the other day. I think it was like, if we pump to the Ethereum ETF, we'll have a sell off. If we are just like this till, and then if Ethereum ETF launches tomorrow, I think maybe we'll actually pump. So we're looking at these liquidations. They're insane. There's only liquidations to the upside right now. Like, there's billions upon billions of dollars in liquidations above us.
Yeah. All right. Today, folks, we have a little bit of a change at Discover Crypto. I'm actually going to start working on some uploads. So I'm not going to do the live stream at 1:30 today. But Josh, you're going live at 4. You're keeping it a secret what you're talking about, right? I know you're researching something.
Yeah, we got some big things cooking up for 4 p.m. But more importantly, we have a $1,000 giveaway.
Oh, that's right.
Brought
That's
to us
right.
by Shubaduki's
So we're
team,
giving away $1,000 at our very next live stream. That's why you got to have on notifications. That's why you got to be subscribed. And that's why you got to go ahead and hit that like button right now. Do it. Do it.
If you don't
like
hit that
Nike.
like button, you don't qualify.
Like Nike.
Got to hit that for the qualifiers here, guys. Thank you for
All right.
watching. I'm going to go get some milk. So
I'm going to go dip some Wonder Bread in water.
I'm going to go dip some...